and of the U.S. Border Patrol, Customs and Border Protection, because they really are, as I just said, the first line of defense. And when we have threats from organizations from other countries, this is serious. This is not. This is real law enforcement keeping Americans and America safe.
Border agents with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection are on heightened alert after new alleged threats from the cartel, apparently calling for direct attacks on Border Patrol agents, not just with weaponized drones, but ordering gang members to shoot at agents. Some cartels even allegedly incentivizing members through a tiered bounty system. News Nation's Allie Bradley is live from one of the most active border sectors, that is Del Rio, Texas. Allie.
Yeah, I mean, the border right now is essentially secure, so this is kind of out of desperation, right, Nicole? And so we obtained this officer safety alert exclusively here at News Nation that shows that one of Mexico's most violent cartels is ordering these direct attacks online, known as CJNG, has instructed its members to fire across the U.S.-Mexico border at Customs and Border Protection personnel, specifically in the San Diego area. Now, this alert adds that CJNG is actually urging attacks outside of its own territory. This move is designed to draw heavy retaliation and scrutiny from the United States and the Mexican government onto rival criminal organizations like the Sinaloa cartel. Take a listen to what retired Border Patrol sector their surroundings and wear their body armor at all times, regardless of assignment or patrol area. And of course, Nicole, this alert really underscores the potential for that cartel violence to spill over into the U.S. Of course, right now, the federal government at about 48 gotaways. Those are people who successfully evade law enforcement each and every day. So they were looking at about 48 a day. That's 1,500 for a month. But then fast forward to January, we look at those numbers. Our sources say that they were seeing about 29 a day. So they've almost cut that in half. And then you look at that number,
they'll get to like
about
15 or 14.
Successfully getting away. So you're still dealing with just under 1,000 people, Nicole, that are successfully evading law enforcement, and they're not being vetted. It's important for our viewers to know when they're a gotaway, they do not have interactions with law enforcement. They end up in the interior, unchecked, unvetted.
Now let me tell you my thoughts. Remember, I think I said somewhere in an earlier video that if you're angry at ICE, you're angry at Border Patrol because they got to do their fucking job. And yes, there are Latino Border Patrol. Let me see if I can find that. Now, this here is from Elvez. Elvez, I remember Elvez. Americanos, Latino life in the United States. So I'm not sure if he's against Trump or pro-Trump. But here we got people getting caught, people getting detained. Yeah, you see some white dudes. But that is a Latina for sure. Like, I was thinking of her right away. Hold on, let's hear her.
Join the Border Patrol. I feel that now I need to protect the borders of the country that I live in now. And I feel very strongly about that. This is my country now. And I will do whatever they ask of me to protect it.
There's sexy Elvez there. So this is a very tense standoff right now. Shine Bomb's a cunt face. We know Shine Bomb is a cunt face. She is. What is she thinking? She's allowing this. Now, we know Trump's doing his part. He's doing his bit. But it's up to the president of Mexico. If this escalates, Trump is going to have to go down there and talk to her. We could drop a nuke on the consul right now, but Mexicanos don't want to pay American taxes. They don't want to pay American taxes. You know this. I've explained this. We talked about Bad Bunny last night. I talked about it. And as far as Puerto Rico, I'd say Bruno Mars is the better Puerto Rican. Okay, and his halftime show was way better. And I'm sure Elvez could have done a better halftime show. But this is what it's all about right now. It's just undermining U.S. authority. And somebody was saying in the comments for this video, for Elvez's music video, that it's amazing how Mexicans aren't welcome in, but they need us for cheap labor. Well, Trump doesn't want that. He doesn't want cheap labor, and he doesn't want to allow people in without proper vetting. You got to vet people in. So there are people that join Border Patrol. There are people that join ICE, and they could be of different colors. And it's a hard job, but somebody does have to do it. And you got to keep. And it really upset me when Kamala Harris was like walking with sheriffs. Like, what is that? You're just you're placating. You're patronizing your DNC base. enough. So we'll have to see how it goes. It's going to be a game of chess. Will the cartels win? Will the gangbangers win? Or will Border Patrol win? And it's like you got to put on your riot. You got to put on your fucking riot gear. You put your game face on, and you got to watch for everything. And that's what they said. They gotta wear their armor on, even if it's just patrolling the area. That's what they got to do. So I respect what's going on. I'm reacting to this. I saw this popped up in my feed as it was only a matter of fucking time before the Border Patrol was fucked with. ICE is fucked with, but that's because Tim Walz is a piece of shit. But although ICE is the red phone people that you call in emergencies, you always need people at the border to get people in, and customs, like, what are you bringing into America? That's the least of the problems. If you want to come in, you talk to your attorney in whatever country you're in Mexico, and then you talk to your attorney in the United States. Okay, there are the immigrant lawyers do work with each other, so you can go back and forth here. Don't do stupid shit. Don't climb the fence. Don't do stupid shit. Okay, so good luck to Border Patrol. Trump's going to have to talk to the president. Maybe they could be the best of friends, but we won't tell Melania.